Hello everyone, this is Ignis Leonis again, sharing with you a match I am playing in my Russian heavy KV1-S. I really had a hard time with this tank. It's a heavy tank, but its armor really isn't worth talking about unless they're hitting your turret, in which case it can bounce a few shots. Its one plus is it's got a 122mm gun that hits for huge amounts of damage, but the reload takes forever. And with the types of tanks that you're typically going against, I found it really hard to try and manage that reload time. Because it has light armor, it's somewhat mobile, which actually this round shows off quite well. That I'm able to mix in some sniping, some fast pace, chasing down some scouts, and then some close-in, rugged, face-hugging, hand-to-hand kind of action. So here we go. This particular spot on this map with this battle type, I always like to go and start here. I've found that on this hill, at about C and B2, if you can push them back to the backside of this hill, your team will generally win the match. So if you can support their efforts early on, it's great because it really goes a long way to winning the match. And this guy, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he could not see me or not, but that was one easy kill right off the bat. So hey, I felt happy. Again, just kind of some long-range sniping with this gun. As you can see, it does huge amounts of damage, but the reload just takes forever. I'm the type of player, I like a higher rate of fire, even if it may not do as much damage. Just that I find that doing damage often tends to unsettle people a lot more than doing damage in one big blast, because they know that if you've got one big blast, then you've got one big reload time. So that was I believe that's an IS-1. For some reason my reloads are not showing the types of tanks that are around me. So as you can see, I've already landed quite a few hits. 2 on that guy, 1 up on the hill, and I've already taken out a scout. And right here, I wasn't sure I wanted to fire on this guy. With this 122mm gun, it takes just over 1,000 credits per shot. So they're not cheap. And at this point, my finances really weren't something that I could afford just taking frivolous shots in the dark. Yeah, I probably could have finished him off, but where he was only 9%, I wouldn't gotten the full credit on full damage, and yeah, I wanted to save it for something that was worthwhile. And so here we have a scout coming across the bridge in the south, and then we have our French scout, who I believe has already been destroyed, kind of dissing the team, even though it's in my opinion, looking at the map, I think we are in a good position. And so we let 1 scout through. There really wasn't anything for him to get through to. We didn't have any artillery over here. So I just move out, kind of try and chase him down. As you can see, my KV1-S, because it's so lightly armored, is fairly mobile. I'm able to keep up with him pretty well. Again, that reload time really hurts until I can actually put a round on him. Then he is just a bug on my windshield. So right about now, I'm feeling pretty good. I've done a fair bit of damage. Put some dents into some of their heavies. I've already X'd off 2 of their scouts, and now I'm going back for seconds on this hill. And our units are starting to go around the outer spur of this hill. So they're definitely starting to make some inroads on this hill. They've got 1 heavy over there, and he's at 47%. We've got a medium and another heavy on our side, doing 100% each, so they've got some fighting power, but I know that they're getting support. If I was on the other team, I know, and as you can see as the icons start popping up here, there's definitely some guys behind them, but they're taking damage as they're coming in. So the guys over here are doing a good job of dishing out some damage and really making an impact over here. And I was kind of left with a choice here. Do I take the Stug or do I go for the heavies? And I decided to go with the heavies to try and alleviate the pressure on this guy over here. I can exile that guy in a single shot. Now I get to deal with the Stug. I know I can take a few hits. I'm at 100%, so I decided to try and duke it out with them. Unfortunately, I don't know what it was, but I don't know if it was lag or what. I fired like 2 or 3 shots that ended up hitting the ground on this guy, and I found it really hard to put a shot on him. And again, this is where that reload time just did not help me at all. So here I am left with a T150 in me, and I'm trying to dodge his shots. Luckily with the KV1-S, it's easy to change minor directions close in, so it helps. So I'm putting rounds on him. He's trying to put rounds on me. It's going to be a close one. I've got him right by the tail here. And another thing I don't like about this gun is the inaccuracy. I've had an occurrence where I had an M4E2 broadside, so that when my reticle was all the way enclosed, his bumpers were about 2 millimeters off of each side, and I missed 5 shots like that. He wasn't moving, I wasn't moving. I waited till the reticle was completely enclosed and fired all 5 arced over his turret. Not a fan of the KV1-S. It's a tough tank to really get used to, but when you can get used to it, it deals out huge amounts of damage. So that's the round. Please leave some feedback. I'd love to hear from you.